Today was a glorious day. It is now midnight. Well, it's actually 11:57 p.m., but no one gives a fuck. I was just on the jolly old bus on the way home from a very late dinner across the country, sitting on the bus listening to some My Little Pony songs, as you know I tend to. A little bit of a shine like rainbows. But just like that song said, a crescendo had been made of seismic allegations that the Pollute Raptors are C-teamers in the 999 League. Now, why are we being accused of this? Well, just like a septic tank, it's full of shit. What's being said is that apparently us scouting the opponent's teams in the Coliseum or something is a C team. Now, I have a fuck ton of examples to give, but no one gives a shit because everyone's literally, they don't have functioning neurons. The synapses are broken apart, or maybe they're just fused together into one, so everything just transfers back to their brain and nothing gets sent. It's like they're paralyzed with stupidity. I'm actually gonna, give me a second, let me pull up some of the examples here. Let's start with this one. This is a very, so I want to explain the structure of 999. It's very similar to the tournament that we're looking at here, the Smoke Gun Premier League. I believe that the teams are also, there's 10 teams, 10 players each, I believe in the same as that, and 7v7. Same things, it's week by week, and in that one top 4 MIC playoffs, 999 is a little bit more generous, top 6. What I'm saying is it's very similar. You can change your teams in between week, etc. Now let's see what Frieza has to say here.
Be clear, I don't use counter team as a derogatory term in this context. In a week-by-week tournament, it is normal to scout your opponents to see their tendencies, to see if there's any Pokemon or playstyles they prefer, etc. The goal...
I realized that my face cam was blocking the whole thing, but it doesn't matter. You heard him right there. You heard what he said. It is fully normal to try and see what your opponent uses. Now, the thing that I'm being targeted for, because I'm one of the quote-unquote C-teamers, is the battle against Controller. God damn it. It was your face who pinged me, of all people. This battle. This is the battle that people are saying I C-teamed in. I had no idea he was going to bring this exact squad. I had received information that in the past he was a big stall guy. Big ol', I like to sit there and wait it out. Whereas, I've also heard in recent times that he's been messing around with hyper offense teams. For example, I had a specific information that his Mutagon was a secret ability Mutagon. Now, he could have fully come over and brought a tank Mutagon, and I would have no idea. Because the information I received, it could have been wrong, it could have been, he could have changed it in the middle of nowhere. I would not know. I didn't, for example, this battle, I didn't know he would bring Colossal Drops and Ikazune because he had never once used those before, and that was bad for me. Now you can see my team is pretty tailored to beat what he had brought. Stall, I had Odayaga. And in the event I fought an Elephage, well, I think I actually forgot Elephage for this one. I also believe my Ursula is Grateful Plushie though, so that would help against the Elephage. And other than that, Odayaga would handle Stall. As for Hyper Offense, much of the team is centered around with dealing with that. I had different Lumians at some points. Mirafe was there specifically for Jetwing and Mutagon. And just in general, good against stuff he likes. Eclipse, I remember he used a lot. So in general, Mirafe felt right. Hunder was there because I thought it was good into stuff he liked. I noticed patterns that he liked to use these Lumians, so I use Hunder. And if Hunder doesn't work against whatever he brings, then Fui. And would you look at that, Hunder does not do super great against Ikazune. Ursel, it's the same logic. The Ikazune was a massive threat, as you can see here, because I had no idea he would bring it. I didn't know what he would use beforehand. He could have brought anything into me. I just expected this. I made a calculated decision, and it paid off. That's how this works. Now, I want to give more examples here. Where is that TLS battle? There it is. This was when Odayaga was starting to be a big thing for me. Oh wait, okay, never mind. I changed the face cam. Look at that. That is the most anti-Odayaga team possible. Now, it wasn't great against my other Lumians per se. Like Craptana, for example, is pretty decent in this matchup, I would say. Revenine's pretty decent as well. But Odayaga is garbage in here. Because Poem here knew I liked Odayaga, and thus tried to beat Odayaga. Now, the Jolly Village Jazz, that's our opponent for anyone wondering, are actually think this is cteaming? What a load of fucking horse rider. No, that's a bunch of hooey. That's stupid. No, I was being predictable. I let Tome counter me. I knew this would happen as well. Eventually, I would get countered. People would start countering Odayaga against me. And it pays off. Because I do bring Odayaga. And I will continue to. So if you want to beat me, bring LFH. I will never beat LFH. But yeah, very good against me. And I ended up losing the battle. Now, I did end up losing the battle to other things. Because overall, I'd say my matchup isn't that bad in this battle. It's just Odayaga. Because his team otherwise is pretty funky. But yeah, it was very anti-Odayaga. And it paid off for him. Odayaga sucked here. Now, here's another example. This is PokeMMD's prep for a DPP Ubers tournament. Now, I'm a big fan of DPP Ubers. Very fun tier. And this is a tournament. Now, what's on the notepad? First off, I didn't even know notepads could have dark mode. What the hell? But yeah, look at that. That team, those notes are his teams, and not his opponent's teams. And not just his opponent's team, his opponent's sets. Sub Skyman, Spadef Dialga, Wish Jirachi. Is that C-teaming? No. Now you could argue that he got this from it's public information. I don't actually know if it's public information, so if it is public information, then this is completely irrelevant. But even I don't think it is public. What if it's not public information? What if he just got this from like someone else who knew his opponent's team and like maybe a friend of his opponent, and then it's like, hey yo, this is what he has. Have fun with it. Like that, I'm pretty sure that was allowed. I wouldn't say that's allowed in the team tournament though. Actually, it is. It's probably not the worst. Like, as long as your opponent changes their team. Now, I do want to say Cold Will has made a little bit of an argument with me about this. He has argued that players don't want to change their team every week. Let's see where he said it. Because it's a bit unfair because most people don't have a chance to make a new team every week. Now, this differs from me. I change my team every week because it's fun content. Cold Will is saying that not many people do that. I mean, that's kind of on you. You become predictable, and I will try and beat you. Another thing is that the Jazz are arguing. Sorry, I got my words mixed up. Let me rephrase things. I think the Jazz are worried that we're gonna try and specifically counter Ikazune Borak. No shit, Sherlock. We don't want to lose to it. Of course, we're gonna get ready for it. We don't want to die. We're going to have countermeasures. Whatever, I don't know what my team's using. Whatever countermeasures they have. I could leak the GC right now and I probably won't reveal anything. Because at this point, we're not discussing teams. I also muted it, by the way, so we don't have little notifications for now. For now, I only muted it for a short while. We don't want to be fodder to Ikazune Borak. We're going to make sure we don't lose to it. You have all the power in the world to bring whatever you want. Bring a fucking Cinemoth and we can lose to it. Bring whatever you want. You have all the right to. We don't know what you're going to use. We can realistically expect Ikazune Borak, though, and so we're ready for it. Like, how smooth must your brain be to think that we're not going to prepare for Ikazune Borak, and that, of course, we're going to prepare for our opponents? I also believe there were some screenshots. Give me a second. I can't seem to find it, but there's a lot of drama regarding Momad, AR, and fucking who? Wakey and Leif. Now I'm pretty close to all four of those, I like to believe. Let's see the screenshot here. This is for wrong screenshot. Okay, there's a team. Okay, there's a team. And here I don't see what's connected. Those are different teams. Huh? I don't know what's happening. There is so much beef right now. You can see that it says 7 Jazz. We were going to be given a full loss. Now, I'm going to be the bigger person here. I genuinely do not care. We're guaranteed playoffs anyways. That's my only goal. Would it be nice to have a higher seed? Sure, I guess. But I don't mind. Oh, oh no, Hydra. Oh no, Hydra, no. I don't care about us losing. I care about the righteousness. We did not see... We don't see team. This is what we're doing. But on an even smaller scale, because we have to go out of our way to find the information. Now, you might argue that's more effort. That shows how seriously I take it. Of course I'm going to try and see what my opponent does. I've also done something similar versus Wise Vertex. Not the same thing, but similar. As in, I figured, oh, he's probably going to bring like a Luminescent Phage or something like that. What did he actually bring? I figured he'd bring something similar. And I ended up being kind of close. He just had something different, like a Wintrix. Oh, I didn't show his team in this video, right? Because my footage cut out. Melee Evented Phage Knot, Wintrix, Joltooth, Luminami. I think he had a Lashent. Was that Pyrolin? Yeah, I figured he'd bring something like that. And I ended up being somewhat close. And my team choice ended up being not that bad overall. So it ended up paying off. I predicted it correctly. I ended up doing well. Now, let's do a hypothetical example as well. Let's say I want to battle Agency. Everyone and their mother knows that Agency uses Lumi, Shent, Boots Phage Not with Robust, fucking Pyrolin, Infernix, no Billaforge. What should be done about this? Nothing. But that's the Aqua route. And I don't want to support Aqua. Oh, simply DQ the counter teamer, duh. Because there's no counter teamer here. Are you smooth? Are you smooth? Are you actually stupid? There's no... What is this? Let me write you a fire essay about why we ain't guilty. Fucking bet, bro. Bet. Do it, because we literally aren't guilty. We did nothing. Come on. We don't want to be fodder to our opponent. We want to know what our opponent might use. I don't know that Controller's going to bring these Lumions. I don't know that the Jazz are going to bring this Lumion or that Lumion. I can expect it, but I don't know it. It's simple. Please, come on. Don't be so stupid. Oh my god. I'm going to actually fucking break. How stupid must people be? I just don't want us to lose from something stupid like this. Because we did nothing wrong. There might be a follow-up video to this as well. Who knows?